What's going on, Virgo? And welcome to my channel, Alchemist. Justin here, and I hope you're having a phenomenal week so far. So, for those of you who are returning, welcome back, Soul Tribe. I appreciate your subscriptions, your likes, and shares. Your support really is just incredible, Virgo. And it keeps us growing. And for those of you who are new, welcome. I'm happy Higher Self has brought you here. We are in for an amazing journey. Because it's General Energy Weekly Spread. Yeah, just really been rolling with the dance moves there, Virgo. But with this weekly spread, whenever you happen to come across this video, there may be some messages in here for you. And just so you're all aware, this is a general reading, not a one-to-one, so take what resonates with you, leave the rest with me, and never force a reading on a situation, okay? So with all that being said, let's jump into it. Your space has been cleansed. Crystals, feeling lovely. Just great energy all around here, Virgo. So what I'm going to do is pull a few oracle cards from this deck here, and then we will get some details with the tarot. But before we jump into this thing, these readings that I do, they're not gender-specific readings, so apply these energies to people as they make sense for your situations, okay? And in case if y'all were curious, the decks that I'm working with, I've included links for them down in the description box below, so definitely check that out if you're interested. But also down below some links for some other readers that I like watching, Virgo. Very intuitive, really great energies that they bring. I think you really would like them, so definitely check that out. Let's get into your first card here, Virgo. Oh, and looks like we're treating ourselves. So you got the 9th card of Libras here, which is Chocolate's card. Those do look really good, Virgo. And with this is a card of satisfaction, perfection, love, romance, treating yourself, sweet, rich, smooth, splurge, aphrodisiac, the good stuff, fine dining, fine dining, do things right, celebration, and elevated mood. Ooh, Virgo, look at you. We got a little romance on the mix. That's what's coming in, Virgo. You're going to get yourself, you're going to get your loved one some chocolates. Or, Virgo, so listen, if you're looking for love, I feel like this is, because Venus is, speaking of Libra, their ruler, Venus, along with Taurus, is, Taurus is in retrograde, but, but Venus is going to be retrograde until the 9th, or to the 3rd of September, and where romance may be a little bit slower, maybe a little bit trickier to start off, that doesn't mean that it's not impossible, Virgo, but I do feel that if we've been thinking about love, and let's say, for example, if we've been on, like, the dating sites, and maybe things haven't been going, like, quite working out as we planned, because, I mean, that's a lot when you think about how many matches you can get, and, keeping up with all the messages and stuff, like, I was talking with a friend about this, and the way that they describe how this thing going down, Virgo, like, I'm like, I think I may pass. I may do this the old-fashioned way, just meet them out in public. But that might be something where we might want to consider, Virgo. Take a note from my book. Maybe this is like trying to, and I don't even mean just like, just like going to like a bar or something. This can be more so like maybe you're interested in making chocolates, Virgo. Maybe there's a class that's going down that you can do, like a chocolatier class. I don't know, Virgo, why not? Or maybe you can start up your own thing, just a little side stuff. Ooh, like a little romantic package. But we're stay focused, Virgo. Because with this, it could be maybe going to like an art thing, or maybe we're going to like maybe like a municipal concert, or maybe even we're doing just like some volunteer stuff. You can meet love in the strangest of places there, Virgo, but it does start with being in that energy of doing things that you love and being in a loving place and showing yourself some love too, Virgo. Because sometimes I feel that where romance is nice and getting in partnerships and things is great, it makes it even sweeter when we've already are going in loving ourselves and not really necessarily we appreciate the extra love that is coming in and the harmony of balancing that out, but we're already coming in fulfilled, Virgo, and it's just like I feel like that's a real kind of strong place to be, because then it doesn't it levels the playing field, and I feel like that one is not necessarily leaning on the other. It really is this thing of where we're working together and we're growing together, and that could be really nice, Virgo. And that might be something for some too, just maybe getting into this habit of, and it's not to say that you don't love yourself, Virgo, but it's just like, when was the last time that you did do something nice for yourself? Whether that be maybe go get a fresh haircut, or maybe buy yourself some nice clothes, get yourself some chocolates, maybe pour yourself a bubble bath, pour yourself a bubble bath, drink some, bathe in some wine, you know what I'm trying to get at, Virgo. But anything along those lines, or it might even just like lighting some incense, reading a nice little book, maybe whatever that's looking like. But just making sure too that you are just treating yourself as well, and I feel like that it really just enriches the whole experience of this journey here, Virgo. And I like that. Let's get some tarot on the mix. Thank you. All right, Virgo, let's see what we got here. Oh, interesting. Okay. All right, Virgo. So you have the Emperor and the Hierophant in reverse here, and then we have the Two of Coins upright. That's interesting, Virgo, because I feel like that. It almost feels like for some, it's like we're trying to balance this energy. Maybe if like it's like we want love, but there's so many other things that we may be trying to balance in the mix here. This could be careers, maybe we're just thinking how this woman's got some children here. Maybe we're thinking about how we're gonna do our careers, take care of these, take care of families, and find love. It's like we got to get it. This seems like a lot that might be kind of going on right now, Virgo, and I feel like that with the Hierophant energy that's coming to Taurus, there's Taurus, but I feel that with the Hierophant energy kind of coming through here in reverse, it's more so that it's if we do have a lot that we're juggling right now, it's the Hierophant to me can be like a card of connection. Like he's the bridge between like the spiritual and in the material world. And I feel that it's paying attention to where our focus is, and because because it's one thing to say that we want love, but and it's not that to say that you can't balance all this stuff out, Virgo, but it may be that we want love, but it's like we're not taking the time. It's like we want just someone to just kind of pop up out of nowhere, an emperor just to kind of show up and just be already established, all healed, and and just I feel that where that would be lovely, Virgo, if emperors did just kind of fall out of the sky. But it is something where I feel like it's something where we got to take maybe a different initiative. It's just like carving out maybe more moments for dating, like finding that work life balance, maybe even for some in a sense. But and this might be something for some too, because the Hierophant can be a card about marriage, and this could be for some where it's like, sure, we may think that we may want love, but again, if the actions don't seem to line up with the intentions, that might be something to reevaluate why we're not taking this step towards. Do we really want love? Are we feeling secure in ourselves? How's our again? And these are questions we ask ourselves during Venus retrograde right now. So it's like, how are you feeling, Virgo? And it's like let me get more on this Hierophant. That's interesting, Virgo. And it's fine, I feel like, if you want to, if that's not the focus right now, but I feel like maybe for some it might be, we feel like we might be trying to force ourselves or something because maybe everyone else might be talking about love, or, we're hearing about these relations, because it happens, But I feel like if you gotta know, when you know you're ready, things all come together, Virgo. Thank you. Let's see what's going on with this Hierophant here. Let's get a little bit more on him. Interesting. And a lot of major arcanas here, Virgo, because you got the Judgment card and the Temperance card upright, and then you have the Five of Cups in reverse. And I feel like that for some, it's like we're I feel like for some, if we are thinking about, just going into a relationship and things, because I'm getting this energy of maybe we've been kind of disappointed in the past, or maybe we had ourselves like a letdown, haven't been quite feeling love, or something here where it's just like it's making sure that we have found this, just if we've maybe had something in the past where maybe we thought we were had like a we had met an emperor, they were going to rise up, and then something weird happened, or whatever this may be. Because I'm even just thinking too, you got a lot of heat that's coming through here, Virgo, with the emperor, Aries, the temperance, Sagittarius. I almost feel like too that sometimes that maybe what this could be, Virgo, is that we may be trying to even force again, like trying to force, like just if we just got over something, trying to force something to happen, trying to get this, like find this. I don't know. It's like we're trying to. You know how when you get in and out of a relationship, Virgo, especially if you got out of something kind of where it was like a little tricky, or like some maybe some stuff went down, and you go to meet a new person and they're kind of bringing that same type of energy. It almost feels like that. It's like we're going from, we haven't quite reflected on this one thing, and now this judgment card is almost giving me like that if we're forcing this stuff and haven't really quite processed or maybe found time to heal this thing, that there could be another test to see like, oh well, have we really kind of changed through this, learn from this situation here. And if we do happen to make a mistake, Virgo, this area here, judgment free zone. And I feel like it's being, create a space for yourself, even if we happen to maybe kind of slip up again, because after the temperance is the devil. And yeah, I'm like, I hope that makes sense, Virgo, but I just feel that there's this, if that's something that's happened, a lot of change is happening, especially when we get out of relationships. And I feel like we want to make sure that we're checking in to seeing if we're stable, like from what happened, and had a chance to reflect before I really feel like we can confidently put ourselves out again, Virgo. But a very interesting start there, but I'm with it. Let's get another oracle on the mix. All right, Virgo, see what else we got here. Oh, more Libra energy. So you got didn't you do this last time, Virgo? So you got the 6 card of Libras. I'm watching you, which is the repairman card. And with this card, this is a card of repair, fine tune, heal, fix, many working parts, reset, proceed carefully, needs fixing, make adjustments, recover, skilled, make things right, mend, restore, and upgrade it. And the energy that's coming through here, Virgo, is to proceed carefully. And I feel that if this is, considering you are, racking up Libra oracle cards here, if this is some kind of relationship, and this doesn't even just have to be romance, Virgo, this could be in friends even as well, or even like business partner, because Libra deals with just like one-on-one relationships in general. And I feel like there is a need to, if something doesn't feel right, or if like, if there's any sort of like red flags, or like your intuition tells you something, Virgo, let's pay attention to that. And I don't feel like it's any sort of like danger or anything along those lines. It's more so just like just being aware of the bonds that we're forming with others, and so that we're not going to this place of where we're kind of repeating cycles of just like of disappointments and kind of letdowns and things along those lines. But and I feel like that is especially too, because the heal was coming through just a little bit there, Virgo. And I do especially feel like if we haven't had a chance to really kind of process something, to really gain because the Hierophant too is like gaining that sense of like divine wisdom. He's the divine counterpart to the High Priestess, and hmm. I almost kind of feel like with this Virgo too, it's like it's really kind of thinking about, because I feel like you got a lot of spiritual energy here with the Temperance and the Hierophant here. You know, you being the opposite of Pisces. You know, I was reading something not too long ago, and I really liked what it was talking about. How Pisces is meant to kind of, you know, we can learn a lot from our opposites, and where, you know, Pisces is meant, you know, being so spiritual as they are, they're, you know, trying to get ingrained in the day to day. You know, what they learn from you. You know, it's like routines and taking care of their health and all of these things along those lines. And in yours, I feel like on the opposite end, it's learning that to get not so caught up in the in like the everyday things, you know what I mean? Not just all the time. I feel like there's a balance of where, yes, romance and things are nice, but I feel like that there's something here is like it's like, let's get some tarot on this, Virgo. Let's get some details. Because, you know, that's you, it's learning that more intuitive, it's spiritual side of yourself too. You know, how to incorporate that in your everyday, how we're navigating this world. Yeah, like in on like instinct, or, you know, intuition, or let's get some tarot on this, Virgo. Because even just when we're talking about the Hierophant being that bridge, you know, that could be something too, where it's just like we're, and there's your ruler. I love it. And I think when I'm recording this, I want to say Mercury just entered Virgo not too long ago. So look at that, Virgo. Your ruler's here for you. Let's see. Okay, let's see what else is going on here, Virgo. There's one of your cards working towards that pre-Empress energy, Venus in Virgo. So you got the Page of Wands, the Nine of Coins, the Knight of Swords, and then the Magician. And, who wants to start? I really feel like with the Nine of Coins, Virgo, for some of you, that there is this energy of really kind of working on you right now. You know, to more so kind of, and I feel honestly, it's just like this proceed carefully. It's like how we go about the healing. It's like we could either do this where we're trying to, because you know, our thoughts are powerful, Virgo, and when we really want something, we can manifest it. And if we're, for example, let's say using other, not even using others, but thinking that others could potentially help us heal from something in the past where they can, but if we're not actively working on that healing, that's a lot to put on another person, for them to have to, you know, add, you know what I mean, Virgo? And I feel that there's a need to really kind of focus some stuff on you. You know, maybe go have some fun, Virgo. Like we were talking earlier, treat yourself. You know, maybe take yourself out on the date, but I do kind of feel with this, with the Knight of Swords being here, because he's a very swift knight, and I do feel that this energy here is just like trying not to. I know we're gonna want to move fast through this thing, but I do feel like that it's, if we rush this, that it's just going to. It's just going to, because after the Judgment is the World card, and I feel like we may, you know, but the Judgment is like it's releasing those things of the past, and like the ones that are holding us down, Virgo. And yeah, it feels like just being mindful of the energies that you kind of get caught up in, and how, and this doesn't even have to be in just another person, Virgo. This could be maybe even in some sort of like escapism, you know, whether it be drinking, drugs, gambling, whatever that is. But yeah, just kind of really be mindful with your energies here. But interesting. Let me get a little bit more with the Magician here, Virgo, because that's a. All right, Virgo. So the Magician is clarified by the Page of Cups and then the Knight of Coins. And I feel like that with this energy, I do feel like that there's a need to make to. It's almost like it's getting a game plan with what we're dealing with right now. It's like this Page of Cups almost gives me like we're in this sort of like in this state, almost like it's not that you're impressionable, but it's like it's almost gives me like this emotionally vulnerable state where we would maybe make decisions that we wouldn't if we were. I'm not sure, Virgos. Like if we were a little more clear, if our head was a little more clear, because there's maybe something here. Hmm. Yeah, I really am getting a moving, but being just kind of mindful and just I don't know, Virgo. It's like it's like I think I'm gonna move out of that, but I think I'm trying to force it. But it feels that there's something here, like it's getting a game plan with this Knight of Coins here. Like if it's because maybe for some it's just like where because even like how after like you get out of a relationship, sometimes you're just kind of like F it and let's just go out and have like a wild time and see what that means, and just like we're just gonna YOLO, and we just want to be mindful what we're manifesting, Virgo. That's the kind of and not to say that you're doing that, Virgo, but that's the example that's kind of coming through my head. But I think I'm gonna move out of that. So let's get some tea. And then let's get your last card here, Virgo. All right, Virgo, last card here. Interesting. All right, so you got the fifth card of Leo's here, which is the Dynamite card. And with this card, this is the card of excitement, passion, action, suspense, destroy, powder keg, fantastic, energetic, breakup, catalyst for change, explosive, short fuse, firecracker, blast, sudden, unexpected, and fast. And the energy that's coming through here, Virgo, is the fast. And Virgo, I really feel that, and if this you know what, let's broaden this a little bit, because if this is not in like a relationship, let's see, this could even, let's say, be with like maybe even forming like a business partnership or maybe starting a business or something. But you got we were talking about this fast energy, kind of moving things slow, talk about with the Hierophant, with the Knight of Coins. Both are Taurus energy for me, but I feel like being Mercury ruled, Mercury's like, just the fastest planet, and I feel that sometimes it's just like that we can try to move from, I don't know, Virgo, it just feels like that it's being mindful. Like I don't know if we're rushing because we're feeling this sense of stress, or if there's what this is. Maybe we want to find a romance because we feel like the time is running out, or maybe we need to feel like we need to sign with this project because it's like we're not getting it. I don't know. It's like there's just really this urgency here that feels that I feel like we're it's anxiety being masked as urgency, like, and I feel like an interesting place to operate from, Virgo, and I feel like that's going to lead to a lot of kind of, it's going to stretch you out and then potentially lead to like these where things don't quite go your way, or yeah, because even just I don't know, Virgo's like, even thinking with the Emperor being in reverse, it just feels like that again, a need to kind of like kind of slow down a little before we just kind of like jump at something. But let's get let's get some tarot on that. Thank you. All right, Virgo, last little bit here. And here's Libra. So you have the. That's fascinating, Virgo, because you have the Eight of Cups, the Three of Swords, and the Seven of. Or excuse me, the. Yeah, Eight of Cups, Three of Swords, and Seven of Swords upright. And you got the Justice card in reverse. And let's switch back over here, Virgo, because that's a lot going down. I feel like that, especially if we just got through something where maybe we had like a heartbreak and maybe we're trying to get over this thing, or maybe there's something where I don't know, Virgo, there could have been some. Okay, let's start if this is a past thing. If this is a past relationship, if we had maybe some lying, some maybe we were hurt in some sort of way, I feel like again there's a need to pause before we make any kind of connections. Just being aware of, because of one, the Judgment card can be a card of cause and effect, and I feel like that, especially if we were hurt by someone, being mindful of the energies that we might be trying to manifest, Virgo. Not to say that you're wishing ill on someone, but when we are just throwing a lot of negative energy towards someone, that stuff comes back, Virgo, when we're putting that. You got something to be mindful of, when we're getting in that and we're staying in that space. Is one thing I get in the heat of the moment, yeah, you're feeling some kind of way, absolutely feel many kind of ways, but then let's not get it to where it's on a loop, because then it's like then we're there, our energies are getting channeled elsewhere, and that's going to derail your stuff some there, Virgo. Is going to help you, it's going to mess with your Nine of Coins there, where it's like we're just getting out of our Empress groove. But it's trusting too that even if this was something where someone did you wrong, Virgo, that like we were talking, the universe, let the universe do its thing. It'll things always get figured out. Now I also feel that with this energy also feels more so like a prevention type of energy, Virgo, where it's just like being mindful of just what people may be saying to you, just paying close attention, as far as just like, maybe you got like salespeople trying to upsell you, or maybe like a car, like like a car salesman, for example, or maybe if you're getting like some type of repair or something along those lines, maybe like a house quote, or you know this yeah, definitely just kind of awareness. I feel like it's really kind of strong here, Virgo. Like, and again, I'm not saying that you're aware, and that's interesting too. Now that I'm just thinking about that, you got opposites here. How we were talking about you and Pisces earlier. You got Libra and Aries here. And I want to say the nodes, like the lunar nodes, the north node and the south node, just moved into Aries, and if I'm not mistaken, I think Aries and Libra. And I feel like that, even just bringing that up, I feel like that there's a change in how you may be doing things, Virgo, because it's like, that node, I think it's a north node that's in Aries, and it's like thinking about how you're going to take action going forward, focusing on the self. Aries deals with self, whereas Libra deals with those relationships. So it's like taking a look with the south node being in Libra. It's like taking a look at, like, how past relationships have maybe shaped you, and how's that going to have you operate in the future here, Virgo. There's a lot going on here, but I'm gonna get out of that, Virgo. But hopefully you found many nuggets in that, because that was a fun one, Virgo. Thanks for that energy. But if anything resonated with you, give it a thumbs up, and share this, Virgo, if you know someone who's maybe kind of just either rushing through things, and maybe being kind of like in like a, maybe even, I don't know, like even getting like a rebound state, or something. Very interesting energies coming through here, Virgo. But definitely share this if you know someone, and then subscribe, hit that bell. To all these emperors, subscribe, hit that bell button, get notified of all these videos each week. And then I'm on this meditation app, Insight Timer, and I started a group on there called Zodiac's Raising the Vibration. And it's just a group to post positive affirmations, encouraging messages, things along those lines. And as the group grows, I'm going to start posting different guided meditations, healing music, affirmations, and I can name them different things, do like manifesting with a magician, or oh, I don't know, finding balance with the temperance, or maybe inner peace with the temperance and finding balance with the justice card, something along those lines, because I'm playing around with that still, but definitely check that out, Virgo. And then lastly, I don't think you got any Cancer cards here, and that's fine. But if you have any Cancer, you don't need them, but if you have any Cancer placements, Sun, Moon, Rising, come on over to my other channel, The Chariot and Friends. I do videos Monday through Friday there. We discuss lunar shenanigans. It's a good old time. And all that housekeeping, down in the description box below. But let me get your surprise cards here, Virgo, so I can get you out of here. All right, Virgo. So you have the Seven of Cups in reverse here. And with this. So, Virgo, again, I said we're in the judgment-free zone. But when we were talking about being fast earlier, that kind of popped in my head earlier, but I was going to leave that alone. But Seven of Cups can be a card of options, and I feel like it's being mindful of getting lost in these options, Virgo, making that become a thing, because Seven of Cups, this is my prelude to a devil moment. So, we were talking about that little devil energy earlier, and the fact that, we were getting whiffs. We just want to be, that usually means he's on the horizon. So we just want to be, and I'm not trying to scare you, Virgo, but it's just more so just something to think about. And I feel like, too, just like, and I'm gonna get your oracle card, but if you have someone, let's say, trying to sell you something, or like someone trying to tell you that this is the only option, that this is only like this, is no other way is going to work other than mine, do my thing, like blah blah blah, be mindful of some stuff like that too, Virgo. Do some, and I know you're going to do your research, but just being, because sometimes, in the moment, things happen, but yeah, just be discernment. I feel like, and just, use trust that quick wit you got there, Virgo. And then you got the witch braid up right here. And I kind of, what I really like about this card is like the detail that is done to this braid. I feel like it was what's happening here. Is I feel like that this is that it's talking about, for some, it's like maybe we've been just kind of moving from one thing to another to another. It's just like taking a moment and just like really kind of focus on you again, doing some nice thing for yourself. Do your hair, and add some little trinkets in there. Do something fun for yourself, Virgo. But I also feel like it's paying attention to how. It's interesting too. I almost feel like with this witch braid, it's almost like, for some, it's like, how are we holding up? How are we keeping it together right now? Just kind of thinking how you had the Three of Swords, Seven of Swords, even kind of Five of Cups. It's just like, are we forcing this stuff? Or are we trying to keep ourselves busy from something? I'm not sure, Virgo, but just something to think about there. I think I'm going to leave it. So you stay safe out there, Virgo, and we're talking about proceeding carefully, and, take yourself out on a date, do something nice for yourself. But if you are going on dates, Virgo, have fun, maybe get your hair did, do something cute with it. I don't know, Virgo, but have fun with that. And, and also, raise your vibration through the roof. Got all this balance here with this temperance card. Maybe do like a spa day. This temperance is all blissed out. So, get yourself all zen in the zen zone there, Virgo. And I will catch you on the next one. Later.